What is up, guys? Anthony here, back with another Destiny Child video here on the channel. And in today's video, everyone, we are going to be discussing the best options to go for when using crafting stones in Destiny Child Global. We are going to be diving into equipment options today and discussing them a bit and overviewing a guide from the Destiny Child International Discord server on the top equipment options to target during double rates events and pretty much in general for your equipments here on the global side of Destiny Child. So as of right now, we do have the double rates up for the crafting rate side of the equipment area, and this will run up until the maintenance on March 31st. So we do have a few days up until then if you guys would like to use this information to your advantage and further increase the power of your unit's equipment before the upcoming Ragnarok event. So let's get started here with the crafting rate up guide by Bears from the Destiny Child International Discord server. I will have it up on screen right now. As you all could see here, we do have the high priority category, medium priority, and the low priority. So you guys will want to target these specific options on the equipment in this particular order. So first up, we do have the high priority area being first here, the second slot armor, which will reduce damage by X of stat. Next here, we do have the second slot weapon, add X of stat to damage, or add X percentage damage. And for the third high priority option here, we do have the second slot accessory, which both as options on the accessory are great for the second slot. Next here, we do have the medium priority, first up being the third slot armor, which recovers X damage as HP, ignore defense offset. Next up here, we do have third slot weapon, add ignore defense damage, and the final slot being the third slot accessory, really useful for endless and PvP, nice to have in general. As for the lower priority, we do have the first slot armor, the first slot weapon, and the first slot accessory, as well as we do have some additional guides here, as well as the full list of options if you guys would like to check it out. I'll be sure to have these linked in the description box below, and of course a link to the Destiny Child International Discord server if you guys would like to join in there, as well as a link to my Discord server and do have any questions about the crafting rates up system in general. So there is the text guide for the crafting rate up options, and of course options to target in general for your equipment. But now we'll dive into my equipment and I'll show you guys a few examples of the equip options here that I do have on my units. So one good example I like to use is my Ophiwace, as we do have the S options here on all of the equips for her. Now they aren't all top tier, as of course you do have to roll the second substat as an S rank 2, which can be very difficult as it is all RNG based. But as you all could see, based on the option recommendations we did discuss earlier, as for the weapon here, we do have the second slot for my Ophiwace, which actually does add 7.6% of attack to the damage, which is very nice here for an S-class option. And of course, if we did manage to roll a better grade on the second substat, we would have even more damage applied to her weapon here. As for another example here on Ophiwace's enamel suit, we do have the second option being when hit by an attack, additionally reduce damage by 4.9% of attack, which does come in handy for world boss trials if you are trying to survive without a healer such as Mots and looking forward to pushing her out of your team comp. So the second option here on the armor is very valuable for squishy units such as supporters and will have tons of value in all areas of the game. As for another example here, for the second slot of the accessory, we do have here the S and A option being increased debuff evasion by 18% here for my alchemy kit. Of course, we do have two options here that are very good, being the S class options. We do have the first one here, as we did overview already, in the increased debuff evasion by a certain percentage based on the stat you do roll, and we do have a second option here being increased debuff accuracy by a certain percentage here as well. So of course the debuff accuracy, as in its name, will be good for your debuffer units, and the debuff evasion is very good in general for your supporter units and any unit outside of the debuffer class, as you will want these options on all accessories for world boss trials, Ragnarok, PvP and in general. So those were some examples of the options I do have on my equips. Of course, it's very hard to roll for these as they are very low rates even when the event is going on for the double rates up. But of course, that is the best time to roll for the options, and it is suggested to hold on to your crafting stones until the double rates event. But if you guys are looking to roll at any time, then I would suggest those options in general that we did discuss earlier for all of your equips in the order of priority, of course. So if you guys would like to check out the guide yet again, I'll be sure to have it linked in the description box below. But anyways, everyone, that'll pretty much do it for today's Destiny Child video here on the channel. Overall, it was a pretty short video, but I did want to discuss the best options for your equipment, as you guys may be a little bit confused, especially as a beginner player. The crafting rate side of the equipment could be very complicated to deal with. So overall, it is pretty simple once you do get the hang of things. It just does require a ton of gold, but hopefully this guide here did help you guys a little bit when targeting and of course prioritizing the certain equip options here. Now, if any of this information ever changes, I'll be sure to have an update to this video, so don't worry too much. If you guys do see this as my most recent equip option video, then definitely go by these options and roll as you please. So make sure to let me know in the comment section below if today's video guide did help you guys out by any means, and of course make sure to let me know if you guys have had any luck with your equipment options here recently during the double rates event. But before you go, everyone, make sure to leave a like on this video if you guys did enjoy today's Destiny Child video, and of course would like to stay tuned for more videos here on the channel. Make sure to subscribe if you guys haven't yet done so already, and would like to stay notified for more Destiny Child global content, as well as future games to come, such as Nikke, the Goddess of Victory. But with all of that being said, I'll see you all in the next Destiny Child video. As always, thank you all so much for watching.